나 없어서 나 없어서 계시여 나 없어서.
그만해. 그만해봐. 여쪽에 있어. 백구야, 백구야, 나와. 어떻게 나오기만 하면 안 돼. 안 나와버려. 전혀. 고기를 물고 이걸 당기면은 여기 내려가면은 덮개가 팍 내려가면서 덮쳐서 잡는 거지 이제. 힘들어. 나도 힘들지. 다리도 아프고 다리도 아프고 손도 차고 여기까지 올라오려고. 마음을 알아줬으면 진정 나왔겠지. 마음을 몰라주니까 얼굴도 안 내밀지. 너 이거 다 먹었어?
다 먹었어요?
뭐야? 카메라 몰래 찍은 카메라. 아, 그래요. 기분은 좋네. 살아있으니까. 죽어서 흘릴릴한 것보다는 살아서 활발한 나. 뭐가지 걸리고 어쩌고 한 것이.
어따 다 한장하겠네. 흘러 달아갖고 주요. 뭐하면 개하라. 그때 한 번 보고 말해보니 죽어본 줄 알았단 게 여기를 우찌게 댕기다 빠졌을 거 아니야 자켓이.
건져보려고 별짓거리를 다 해봐서 우리도 그런데 못 건져. 사람이 힘으로는 못 하거든.
아유, 걔 집 덮으려고. 늦게온게. 어미가 한 마리 나가고 통통하게 잘 키웠어. 풀어졌던 거 저절로 풀어졌던 거 풀어갖고 이렇게 가버렸어. 빠져버렸어. 대표 밥 먹게 나와. 얼굴 대면 못했어. 그렇게 밥을 줘도 5, 6개월 동안에 한 번도 못 봤어. 여기가 구멍이야. 배수로야. 그래갖고 여기를 파갖고 여기 연기를 펴고.
끝이 안 보인다. 끝이 안 보여.
걔도 안 보이고.
나 없어서 계시여 나 없어서.
Well, obviously, when players seriously injured, you want them to come back. Hopefully, they'll come back stronger and play for the first team again.
Andre Gomez, we hope you get a really strong, stable recovery soon. You're back playing football. You're an excellent player. You could have been a Spurs player, but we wish you well for the future.
Hope you get well soon, and we apologise as Spurs supporters, staff and players for what happened. It's an unfortunate incident, and we hope to see you back on the pitch next season when we come down to Goodison Park to hopefully beat you.
Well, we just wish him all the best, and we hope a speedy recovery.
100% first and foremost.
And I'm sure he realises that it wasn't deliberate and that it wasn't intentional, and I'm sure he's forgiven Son already.
It hurts right now, but in a few months' time when the pain eases, it'll be a distant memory, and hopefully, yeah, he'll realise there was never any intent. It wasn't malicious.
It's football at the end of the day. It's just like rugby or boxing. You're going to get hurt, you know. It happens. It could have been Son that got injured when he went in for that tackle. So it's just how it played out. You can't change fate and destiny or whatever's going to happen. So it's a sport. You expect to get hurt.
I hope he feels better. And yeah.
Any football supporter would want to say horrendous injuries like that, and that hopefully recover. And he's a very talented footballer, and let's hope we see him again, as everybody in the game would want.
It doesn't sound like the injury is as bad as it was, but yeah, he's going to be out for a while. Hope he gets better as soon as possible. I'm sure the whole club does.
No one likes to see anyone injured and their career knackered, do they?
Gomez, no, I mean, it's a horrible injury, but from what I understand, it's a clean break, so he should make a full recovery. So hopefully, if he can get back by the end of this season, good luck to him, and fingers crossed.
All the Tottenham fans are just really sorry what happened. It's a horrible accident, and everyone at Spurs wishes Gomez all the best. It's the side of football, side of the result. Nobody wants to see somebody hurt like that, so all the best.
I just hope a speedy recovery from all the Spurs fans, and probably every football fan, because nobody wants to see a player get injured, and a bad injury like that. Total accident, but yeah, you know, from all the Spurs family, yeah, definitely wish him really well. Definitely wish him well.
Mate, yeah, well, obviously wish him all the best for his recovery. I've heard the surgery went well. There's even a chance of him playing again this season, so all I can say is, yeah, good luck, mate.
Andre Gomez, hope you get well soon.
Well, I hope he recovers soon, and yeah, I hope he's feeling better. It was yeah, unfortunate what happened in the last game. I think it was an accident, wasn't malicious, but yeah, I hope he's feeling better soon.
I think we're all very sad that this injury happened, and hope you come back fit soon.
Well, we must say, message to Gomez, yeah, get well soon, mate. You're a good player. Should have come to Tottenham before you went to Everton, but we'll let you off, yeah.
Get well soon, Gomez.
All the best to you. I hope it clears up. I know you've had the operation and all things have gone well. I just hope you're back very, very soon.
Oh, Gomez, how are you? Nice player, nice name, good player. Unfortunate, really sorry it happened, just a bad accident. And I wish you all the best, get back stronger. Peace.
답답한 순간 시원하게 홀스.
I'm not happy with it.
Very frustrating.
You play football from the start. You play as a team.
We need to be more aggressive.
Son was the man in the match for me. You know, we carried on.
I think we're not back to the run of form we could have been on like last season. We ended the season pretty badly, and I think we've kind of carried that over. In Europe, we've done a lot better. Well, this week anyway. But yeah, in the Premier League, I'm not so sure. I think we need a bit of a change up in January. Our midfield's just looking sluggish, and Kane today wasn't doing any runs, wasn't doing anything. Yeah, I'm not happy with it.
I was disappointed really, because Sheffield United were very good, but Spurs haven't been good recently, and they didn't play well today.
I agree. Very frustrating. Still not up to par with what they used to be last season. There's still a few players really don't seem to be trying that much. Well, that's what it seems like. I think in January, hopefully, we'll bring in some more players, which should help the team out, help the side out to win some games.
Hard work.
It was.
Very, very, very hard work. No pressing, no looking up. Sonny, Lo Celso, Davidson was very good today, and Gazaniga was very good today. Kane, well, I'm afraid something's not right there. He doesn't look fit. I don't think he looks 100% fit. Second and third balls, you need to get there. You need to get there quick. There wasn't a lot of closing down, you know, and the shape was all wrong. It was only till they were under pressure that they realised that they need to play a game of football. But that's not how you play football. You play football from the start. You play as a team, and they were all playing as individuals. 2 or 3 of them playing together. Lo Celso and Sonny, and that, I thought they had a really good understanding there. Lo Celso and Sonny, very good going forward. There's no spirit there anymore. Like what we had a fire in the belly. When you get a fire in the belly, you want to, you know what I mean? And there wasn't that. You know, they weren't like, you know, buddies, like strong, like the hands, you know? But what can I say? Sonny is my man. My familia love him. But Sonny!
Okay, yeah. How was this match? Not good for us, but you know we carried on. Tottenham with Tottenham. We keep going till the end. You know, fire in the belly too.
Even Stevens, but I still think we should have won the game, to be honest. But I'm happy with the draw at the moment.
Just the forward runs, trying to get that ball forward. We're trying to play it around the back too much, passing from defenders to defenders, and that's instead of trying to get forward and have that direct ball. But to be honest, it's not been that way. I don't know whether it's the manager or whether it's the players themselves, but overall it's that lack of cutting edge, that forward pass to get into their third and trying to get that scoring opportunity. We didn't have that many shots today, and the goal we did get was kind of a gift, so I feel a bit lucky with it, really.
It's hard to understand. We're not playing very fluidly, and I think we're not as aggressive and pressing as we have been in the past. And Sheffield United were very compact and very organised and very quick to the ball, and we weren't. And that's been evident for the whole season so far. So we need to be more aggressive.
I agree.
So they look unfit. Like last season, they were pressing for like 90 minutes of a game. This season, hardly anything at all. Other teams are pressing them, putting them into trouble. They can't clear the ball properly. It's a thing that they've got to work out on the training ground. And perhaps in the gym.
We're just sitting back and letting them play it. We should be pressing up all the time, you know?
Today, I mean, he's always a guaranteed finisher, and he was, even though the ball was sort of gifted him today, it was nice finish. He ended it off, got the goal. In Europe this week, he's done really well. I mean, he's a cracking player. But he's one of our top players. We couldn't have our team without him really at the moment. Kane at the moment, he's been a bit of a drought, so Sonny needs to get some of them in. So yeah, I'm so pleased he's with us still.
He's always quick. He tries very, very hard. I didn't see any impairment in his performance because of last week. He played well in the middle of the week, and he was good today. Yeah.
Oh, Son was the man in the match for me. Yeah, he ran everywhere, and you know,
he plays well every week. He's Spurs' best player this season by far. Yeah, I hope he gets the Player of the Year. He deserves it. He's very good.
식단 관리엔 DNA, 영양 관리엔 DNA, 운동 관리엔 DNA, 질병 예측까지 DNA. 메디젠 DNA 체크로 건강을 케어하세요. 유전체 토탈 케어, 메디젠 휴먼 케어.
여보세요.
택진이 형 밤샜어요?
일찍 일어나 일하고 있어요.
근데 리니지 2에 문제 나와요.
안녕하세요, 풋볼이라입니다. 저희가 사실 지난 시즌 동안 인터뷰를 해오면서 개인적인 궁금함으로 각 팀 팬들에게 가장 싫어하는 팀을 몇몇 분께 따로 질문을 드려보았는데요. 저희가 이번에 그걸 모아서 여러분께 전해드리려고 합니다. 맨유 외에 다른 팀들도 업로드될 예정이지만 저희가 인터뷰를 많이 하지 않았던 팀들은 다음 시즌이 시작되면 인터뷰를 더 진행한 후에 전해드리도록 하겠습니다. 그렇다면 우선 맨유 팬들이 가장 싫어하는 팀은 어디일까요?
Which team do you guys dislike the most as a
Liverpool. Yeah. So we've been talking about this. We think like we'd rather have City to win the league, which is horrible to say, but yeah, we hate Liverpool.
Liverpool. That's it.
Easy question.
City's close second, but we'd rather see them win the league than Liverpool. Liverpool is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like their fans, and not only that, but if they win again, it's 19-20, so it makes it a little scary. City got a long way to go, so go ahead, win it a couple years.
Go on, City.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which teams? Do I have to choose one?
No.
Manchester City and Liverpool.
Any reason for that?
It just goes back in history.
Everton.
Everton? Yeah.
Liverpool.
Everton, I've never liked them from being 8 years old. Don't know. I can't answer that question because I don't know, do I? But there's a few I don't like, to be honest. I don't like Chelsea, I don't like Liverpool, obviously don't like City. My second best team is Newcastle. United and Newcastle.
That's because I'm from Newcastle, so that's good, isn't it?
Liverpool or Man City?
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah. Man City are in the same with
Liverpool.
Manchester the other day. The rivalry that time, but Liverpool, they just think they're cocky.
Sounds like
the
I
other
don't
day.
like Scousers.
So they think they're going to win everything, but unfortunately, I don't think they're going to win it because City's winning now 1-0, and the other day, if they keep winning, then Liverpool's got no chance.
It's got to be Liverpool. Liverpool, 100 million %. Hate more than Man City.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Liverpool.
Reason for that?
History. I've got a lot of Liverpool mates. I hate it. Like it's Liverpool 100%. No questions asked. No questions asked.
That's what I mean. Oh, Liverpool, Man City.
Liverpool, Man City.
Liverpool.
One of the two derbies. It's got to be one of the two.
Yeah, it's got to be one of the two. Yeah.
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Any reason for that?
Yeah, can't stand them. Can't stand them. Yeah, I'd rather have Man City win the league than Liverpool. From that high, all the way up, Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
아이폰 11 프로 망원 카메라로 찰나의 순간까지 특별하게 기억하다. SK텔레콤만의 애플케어부터 최대 150만 원 할인의 영예 혜택까지. 아이폰 11 프로는 SK텔레콤 초시대 생활이 되다.
White Hart Lane, it's beautiful. It honestly is beautiful.
Great to see Sonny up there. We played like Tottenham played.
Look, this was obviously a weaker opposition.
The media can be a little bit aggressive.
My favourite player tonight was
The match was great today. We played much better, midfield are better, in defence were better, all the way better.
Yeah,
That's the Spurs.
the defence are back, and great to see Sonny up there. You know, fantastic, absolutely brilliant.
Covered you Spurs, covered you Spurs. That's the way.
I think it was a very good game. I think Tanguy played amazing. It's always good to see him actually do really well. Ben Davis had a great game. Obviously Kane come on 2 goals, Son 2 goals. You know what? After recent performances, I love I love today. It's a great match, great performance.
For me, the difference again, the energy, the passion was
Sonny was the difference.
Sonny won
he,
the show.
he was the difference.
You know what? After recent performances, I'm just happy winning 5-0. White Hart Lane. It's beautiful. It honestly is beautiful. Champions League under the lights, beautiful game.
Yeah. Great. It was back to the old Spurs. The Spurs we knew was there somewhere, and finally come out tonight.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. It's always nice to get 5 goals. Fantastic.
Really good.
Yeah,
Amazing.
A really good performance down. Yeah.
Hopefully to kick off the season again.
Good performance. I thought Song was outstanding again. Harry Kane doing what Harry Kane does. But I really think Dele Alli put a shift in. He did very well.
I thought we performed very well. They didn't really test us too much. I thought we moved the ball well, made chances, scored a few. It was nice. Sun was brilliant. I was here the other week when we lost 7-2 to Bayern Munich. That was very emotional. This was much better.
It was wonderful. Obviously things have been very bad recently. We've been a terrible run of form. We scored 5 goals, and of course Min Song scored 2. He's fantastic. We all love him.
They played with freedom a little bit. They played better. They want to play football. That was the best way to play. In the past we've played a bit slow and keep the ball slower, but today we moved it quicker. That was the best way. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've got to agree. Everything what he says, got to agree.
Well done.
Brilliant.
We got back our old magic. They started passing properly, and they moved quickly. Everybody was quicker than they were in the last couple of matches. So, yeah.
I think it's a standard. In fact, the away team not particularly good, and it was nice for Spurs to actually get a nice passage of play. Definitely, yeah.
We stuck together as a team. I thought we were a lot more calmer on the ball. Thought we pressed the team really well. Thought it was a good team spirit, and the fans backed it the whole 90 minutes as well.
And do you know what? We played like Tottenham play. Yeah. And if you look over Tottenham the last 4 or 5 years, today we got Tottenham performance.
Oh, definitely.
And Sonny was the heart of it.
Yeah, definitely.
That was it. Sonny was the heart of it.
Yeah. 100%. Well, Son was amazing.
Yeah.
And
Harry
and Lamella.
Yeah, I thought Lamella. Yeah, it's just sort of been playing with a bit more confidence.
And we've wiped our we've got a 0.
Yeah, back to neutral goal difference in the group.
Yeah. I think the team performed as a team and not a single player. I think this will give the team a lot of confidence going into the next games. If they play like that, I don't see why we can't get our form back on track and start climbing up the table.
Yeah, pretty much the same. I've come to here thinking that we're actually going to get beat today, but massive turnaround. I was expecting to lose, but yeah, massive turnaround.
I think it's maybe been a slight mentality shift. In the UK, when it comes to football, the media can be a little bit aggressive, a bit of I think they're on top of you a lot, and it takes a manager like Pochettino to tell the team to rally and to really move forward when we hit new opponents, new fixtures, and I think they did that well today. They responded very well.
Look, we played a lot better. Everything worked. The attacking play was so much better. We started with Son, which we should have done recently, which we haven't done. Look, this was obviously a weaker opposition. But recently things have been dysfunctional. People are losing balls. People aren't being first to the balls. But today everything flowed. We got an early goal, which I think was key, getting an early goal. And once we got that early goal, we went on and got the rest. So it was a great day. My favourite player tonight was Tango.
Tango, yeah.
I think he had his best game of the season.
Son, I think, yeah. And certainly Dele was pivotal as well. I think he created a lot of the passages of play. Definitely, yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah.
I thought Lamella because he set up the.
I'd probably say Sissoko. Maybe not as seen, but I think off the ball he marked very well, and he collected the ball up. He stopped them from playing. The number 10, the captain, was a very good player on the ball, so he spent a lot of the game just shutting him out, and I think he did a good job at that.
I mean, Lamella did 2 assists and a goal, so he's pretty good. So I'll just have to say Lamella.
I don't know, it's difficult because clean sheet, the defenders played well, but then Song and Kane got 2 goals, so I don't know, I'd probably say Song. Even though he came off at like 60, 70 minutes, he was a threat all night and he never stopped working.
Harry Kane. It's always Harry Kane. Even when he performs crap, it's always Harry Kane.
Possibly, yeah.
Sonny. Without a doubt.
With his energy, with his pace.
Listen, for us, it's not Son, it's Sonaldo.
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 That's who it is. It's Sonaldo.
Sonaldo! Come on, it's Spurs, man! Come on!
영상 편집 알아서 해라. 아니 제리 이거 개발 하는 건데. 와
No, I don't think Emery should replace with Mourinho.
I find it very strange that he could be interested in Arsenal.
Sparks is not so good with Arsenal, so
we're not desperate yet.
Yeah. it's not like. But I think Mourinho can change something. Okay.
No, I don't want that style of football played. No, there's no good reason to bring him in. If they bring in someone else, I want someone who's going to play attacking, fluid, nice before, not push the bus.
Yeah. No, I don't think Emery should replace with Mourinho. I do think he probably needs to go, but I don't think Mourinho's I don't think he's the right candidate just based on like past experiences. He did well at Chelsea first spell, Inter, Real, but the last spell at Chelsea and then United wasn't great, and he just seems toxic, and I don't think that's what we need. But I really want us to get rid of Emery as well.
Hold on, I've got to sort my beard out first. There we go. I think Emery is walking on broken glass, to be honest. I think they're probably giving till Christmas to try and turn it around, because clearly there's a lot of stuff going wrong at the club at the moment. It's pretty toxic. The Xhaka thing hasn't helped, but there's something not quite right with the team at the moment. I think Emery really is in last chance saloon, but replaced by Mourinho, not a chance. Absolutely not a chance. I mean, yes, he's hugely successful. You know, I am the special one, all that nonsense. But he's a winner. But if Emery goes, I'd like Allegri to come in. I think it's probably unlikely. There's already talk about Freddie Ljungberg being sort of trained up to replace Emery. I don't think Ljungberg's at that sort of level yet. But who knows? I mean, I was delighted when Emery first arrived, and things looked good to start with. But just ended last season, we fell just short of getting Champions League. We thought, well, it's the first season, he'll sort things out. But he seems to be a bit tactically naive, and most importantly, he doesn't know what his first 11 is. He chops and changes. I mean, okay, Xhaka is kind of in a forced absence today, and I think we'll see a tidy midfield. Torreira, Guendouzi, Emery, just not sure. They benefit of the doubt at the moment, but definitely not Mourinho to replace him. No chance.
Yeah, all of the above. Definitely not Mourinho. No.
Father, son.
I don't know a single Arsenal fan who would want Mourinho. I would like Emery to go. I think he's running out of time. No one's got much patience for him anymore. So maybe Freddie Ljungberg, someone else, but yeah, definitely not Mourinho.
Maybe not yet. Give him a chance, at least one more season.
I think maybe he could do a good job, but I don't know, his past is not so good with Arsenal, so...
Not yet. I think, yeah, we got to give him a few more months. That's what my opinion is. Especially if Jose Mourinho is the next option. I'm not sure about his football, his style. I don't think it would suit Arsenal, really. So it can't be going from Emery to Mourinho. It's not much difference to me.
Good question. I think they play a similar kind of football, so in that way the transition wouldn't be too bad. But I don't think it's time to take out Emery out. I feel as if we're definitely a club that looks to kind of keep and stick with our managers no matter what.
He wants owners that are going to back in, bring in big name players. Like, we're more like homegrown. We like to build our own squads. So I don't like that stuff. So yeah.
Just from the past, I basically think I don't think he's really suited. I think he insulted Wenger a lot. He's one of our top 3 managers. Completely disrespectful and kind of.
Yeah, we may sound desperate. We're not desperate yet.
Yeah.
it's not like we haven't got there yet.
Absolutely not. I think we need to stick with Emery, wear it out. So I think if you look at Jose, okay, he's not Arsenal. He's Chelsea, he's Man United, but he's not Arsenal. We're not arrogant as a club. I think Arsenal fans are just a bit too nice for Jose. So I think he'll get slaughtered here, personally. He slagged off Arsenal. He said mean things about Arsenal like in the past, and I just think he's just not Arsenal. He's not what we're about. You know what I mean?
No. Reason being, Mourinho has a trend that we have seen in the past. He starts very strong, but then he doesn't see 3 seasons down.
I don't really like Mourinho, but I don't like Emery as well. But I think Mourinho can change something. Maybe the winner mentality. Yeah.
Okay. He's pointing at the camera at my face. What do you expect me to do? You smile in front of the camera. You don't do anything else. You smile. I didn't know that. No, I didn't. I find it very strange that he could be interested in Arsenal. With the other clubs he's been with, he's never been interested in Arsenal. He's only been interested in beating Arsenal. You know what I mean? He hasn't said bad things, but he's, I don't know about Mourinho being here. I'm not sure, to be honest, because I don't think he wants to be here either. I don't know, you know what I mean? I reckon that's all the newspapers and the media saying that. Did Mourinho actually say it himself? I want to be the manager of Arsenal. Did he actually say that? Did he? Well, things come from Jose Mourinho, and you don't always believe at first, do you? To be honest. I think just leave things as they are at the moment. Changing things doesn't always make it better. There's been a few problems, but problems can be ironed out. Chucking people out and doing things like that doesn't solve the problem. If there's a problem, you have to face it. Face it, deal with it, then you'll come through it. Dropping Xhaka, getting rid of Emery. That's not the answer. That is no answer at all. With Xhaka, what he did was unforgivable, yes, but you don't want to shoot him for it. It's not a hanging offence. Play within the team, want the ball, be hungry again. Wants to play for Arsenal, wants to play for the shirt. So what if people boo him? Just ignore him. Just ignore them. Just play within the team. Do what you're supposed to do. He's supposed to play for Arsenal. So let him go and play for Arsenal. So I've seen this club for the last 50 years, so I've seen a lot more things, a lot of people that have been making the comments have seen. They haven't seen anything like I have. You have to knuckle down and do what you're paid to do in the end. That's for anybody, in any job. So I think this Xhaka business will blow over, as long as it's dealt with in the right way. The sensible way. He's an Arsenal player, so he should play for Arsenal. Don't worry about nothing else. And it's the manager should manage Arsenal. Just do the job you're paid to do. Get the results. Don't do stupid things.
Do you remember this South Korean player who's playing for Swansea?
Yes, Ki Seung-young.
Ki Seung-young. Ki Seung-young, yeah?
Yeah, Ki Seung-young.
Ki Seung-young.
Ki Seung-young? Ki Seung-young, yeah.
Very well.
Very good, actually, yeah. We missed him badly. We could do with him coming back.
want him back.
Yeah. I thought he was quite good when he came, because he came from Celtic originally, and he was labelled the new Gerrard of South Korea. But obviously when we got relegated, he decided to move on and he went to Newcastle.
I thought he was a great footballer. Really good. And shame we lost him. Shame his contract ran out, that he wouldn't sign a new one, you know?
Very good on the ball, very skillful. Good player.
Steven Gerrard.
Oh, well, he's absolutely terrific. His passing, his positioning. The only thing he can't do is his tackling. If he could tackle, he'd be super world-class player.
He's pretty good, good player in midfield, good at passing the ball, also his long-range shots were quite impressive as well.
Here's it up for Jordan Ayew. Key! 1-0 Swansea City! Key Sung-Young!
Yeah, he's he's an enjoyment to watch him in midfield. He's quite an exciting player, so.
Really good.
Yeah, I thought he did really well. Very pleased
Yeah.
to see him come, and sorry when he went, really.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Wish you were still with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's brilliant.
A good player. Yeah, he scored some good goals for the Swans. Yeah, he was. He was a really good player, and enjoyed watching him when he was playing well for the Swans. But he had some bad times as well, and unfortunately, it affects all players. You know, pressure of trying to stay in the Premier League. But apart from that, yeah, he was a good player. I enjoy Keith. Yeah.
He was good. He was a good player, wasn't he?
Yeah, scored a few goals for us, yeah.
Yeah, we enjoyed watching him as a player. Very good.
Oh, no, yeah, he was solid. Like, he was a solid player. You could always trust him. Big occasions and stuff. Yeah, it was cool. Like, he was chill. Like, I'm not sure if it's a South Korea thing, but Hyungmin's son, like him, like he just gets on with it. You know, he gets on with it. He gets the job done.
Hard-working, you know, skillful, great passer, kept the ball.
He kind of held the ball up, you know, he was a ball player. As soon as he got the ball, he'd look up, he'd know who to pass to. He wasn't the best goal scorer in the world, but he could make things happen.
Very versatile. Yeah. Could play in any position, play deep, play forward. Very.
He passed the ball well as well, could read the game well, and could see, the direction he was playing in. And he was aware of everybody around him as well, so he was a good player, wasn't he? Yeah.
Good. Enjoyed him.
Probably a box-to-box midfielder as well, liked to take shots as well when he could, and yeah, important player as well.
Good midfield player, but again, defensive midfield mostly, you know?
Quite committed, always give 100%, run all day, and a bit of an eye for a goal as well.
Right, he's a holding midfield player, CDM. Yeah, he's good in tackle, kept the ball really well, good range of passing. Yeah, solid player.
Well, a very, very hard-working midfielder. Covered a lot of space, tackled well and passed well, I thought.
Yeah, he was good defensively as well, as far as I remember. Would have liked him to have had a few more shots, I think.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. Because he came down from Celtic, where he had scored quite a few, I think, didn't he? And he seemed a little bit goal shy for a little bit, but then I think he grew into it again, didn't he? Really, and took more shots as his time here went on. So it was very good.
He was always someone that you thought could score if he got into the right position, and we always used to shout shoot at him, didn't we?
Yeah. Scored one really good goal.
He scored some really good goals, and whenever he had a chance, we wanted him to score. So
He was clever. He always knew where the ball was going. He could read in advance. He was an intelligent player. He'd be in the right position at the right time.
It started off, he was really good, and as his career with the Swans went on, so it went a bit downhill, and unfortunately the Swans weren't performing very well, and I think it affected the whole team as well, to be honest with you. And then, the Swans got relegated, and obviously some of the players, and just like T as well, he didn't want to stay, so off he went.
I was quite disappointed. I was hoping he was going to stay, but obviously, because his contract was up, and it was the money more than anything, obviously. He went to Newcastle. They could offer him much more wages than we could offer him here.
I've got it about that. He's got the deal because he's a talented player. Very good.
Disappointed. Yeah,
Very disappointed.
But there were so many players went, you know, and he was one of the better ones that went. Yeah. Some that went we didn't miss, but he is a big miss. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can't replace him.
It was sad because he went on a free transfer to Newcastle, which was a rival team at the time, you know. It's a shame he didn't sign a new contract. I'm not sure how he's doing at Newcastle now, but it is a shame he left.
Yeah, I think it was a shame as well. If he was going to go, they should have had some money for him, rather than a free transfer.
Quite disappointed, but we haven't managed to replace him really in the midfield, but yeah, it was quite disappointed really.
It was a loss. I still don't think we've replaced him, to be honest.
Oh, disappointed, really.
Yeah, although, you know, it's to be expected, I think. You know, he'd given us a lot of time.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's a Premier League player, I think, so
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
Yeah, he deserved to stay in the Premier League, I think. But sad to see him go all the same.
I think he needed a new club to go to because, as I said, the Swans got relegated. And as I said as well, there's a few other players, they weren't playing to their full potential, and I don't think he was, to be honest with you. I know lots of people don't want me to say that, but it's true. But he was a good player when he first came here, and he had a lot to prove, and he proved himself really well. And as I said, he started off really well, but unfortunately it was a bit of a downhill struggle, or uphill struggle rather. And well, in the end he went.
I was disappointed, as most fans were, but it was understandable. He was going on to a bigger and better club, Newcastle.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Sad, because he felt like he was at home here at the club. But, you know, good for him. If he's gone on to do better things, brilliant, fantastic.
Yes, I say, well, yeah.
A legend in his own right.
Yeah.
I mean, he come from overseas, and you know, he's a legend in his own domain.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I would say, yeah. He's up there, weighted up there. Yeah.
I won't go legendary far. I think a few supporters are quite upset the fact that he didn't come with us, but let's be honest, if it was you the other way around, you'd go where the money was as well, so no hard feelings.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but he's certainly a very good player, and I was sad to see him go.
Very much so. His name is, you know, we've had I wore a t-shirt, Ki Sung Young. I remember wearing out in Florida, and people coming up to me, Korean people. Yeah, because, you know, was he like the Becks of Korea? Yeah?
Yeah, you go home with a lot of Koreans coming down, and then it's
a lot of sport,
open the team up to other nations. You get fans from different countries coming in. It's good. Broaden the profile of the club.
Well, there's a bit of yes and no to that because true legends, they stay longer. But anything over 5, 6 years, up to 10 years, then he's if he stays with the Swans, he's one that people will remember him and be grateful for some of the goals that he scored for the Swans.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say he's a legend. He'll be remembered as well, and he scored quite a few important goals as well, so he'll be remembered for that as well.
Yeah, he's good amount of caps as well for the club, so.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've had players who've, you know, contributed probably more, but I mean, he was part of that League Cup winning squad.
Yeah.
And, you know, that Premier League era was probably the most successful period this club's ever had. He was a big part of that, so, yeah, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Great bloke.
I would, in my estimation, yes. In my estimation, perhaps not to the general public, but in my estimation, yes. He's one of my, hero would be too big a word, but I'm certainly a big fan of his. Yeah.
Legend. 200 appearances, yeah, he's a contender. Yeah, definitely.
Legend's a big word, yeah. So I'm not sure I'd say that, but I think he should definitely be remembered as one of the players that helps Swansea get where they are. Yeah.
Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Liverpool? Liverpool. Liverpool. Oh, for how long? 40 years.
About 50 years.
About 5 years.
Ooh, about 45 years now, yeah? Very good, as long as we keep up with City, and City make a mistake, but it's City's got to catch up with us, not the other way round, so we're favourites.
Well, we've got to take advantage of our game in hand on Sunday against United. Keep doing that, and then we keep picking up points with every other game, and be there or thereabouts.
I think we've got a good chance. Yeah, we've got a better chance than we've ever had for the last 20 years, I think, personally.
Well, just need to win all our games and don't draw or lose, and we'll win the league.
I think we've got a very strong chance this season. Best chance we've had in a long time.
Yeah, we're getting some really good results together. It's just like Man City are really dangerous, so I'm still uncertain about whether we'll win or not, but we're definitely in there. So.
I think it's the strongest it's ever been. We've got such a strong squad at the moment. Even our bench is strong compared to other seasons where our bench hasn't been as strong as it used to be. So, like when players are injured now, we've still got good backup players to come into the squad.
Liverpool's very strong to win the league title this year. For many years of disappointment. It's still going to be difficult as City are still a very strong team. But if we can pass and move the way we can and the way Jurgen Klopp's got us playing, and we move fast all the time, we're still more than capable of winning this league, 100%.
Well, that's what we live for, you know. That's the league title. The league title is the holy grail for us. We hope we can get back to winning like back in the 80s and the 90s. That's what I hope for. He's only born in 2004, so he's still got to wait for a win.
Yeah, I haven't seen Liverpool picked up a trophy, so yeah.
Well, in my lifetime, I've seen us win every other trophy other than the league, so I think that's the one that everyone's craving and everyone wants. So as long as we take it a game at a time, it's in our hands.
It means a massive amount after all our success years ago, so it'd be nice to do it again and get a bit of a monkey off our back, so it says.
It's our heritage, isn't it? It's our history. We're used to winning. No, it's in our blood.
I think it'll just be amazing after so long of never winning. I think it'll just be incredible. Yeah, just unbelievable. Would you?
Yeah, I just agree with that really. Yeah, it's been a long time, so it would mean a lot.
Oh, massive, because I was speaking to someone earlier, we have not won it in 29 years, which is a long time. And I think we'd probably prioritise the league over the Champions League, to be honest, because that's how important it is to us to win the league again, because it's been so long.
It means a lot, but when people go on about their sort of a slip with Gerrard.
Oh, and Gerrard slipped, and Denver Barr's in here. Out comes Mignolet, but Barr.
But when people go on about their sort of a slip with Gerrard, people forget we had an 11-match run there of 33 points solid. Maybe if we'd have lost one or maybe two of those, we wouldn't have been challenging for the title anyway. It's just that we had a magnificent run, and then at the end, people blame it on the slip. Well, there was nothing to do with that slip. Mourinho come and shut the doors, and that's what happened really in that game. But yeah, obviously the league means a lot, especially, I mean, I don't live in Liverpool, but for the people of Liverpool, it means a hell of a lot more. But for people like myself, I've supported them, and I've been everywhere, and I've been Istanbul, Athens, so. I've had a good journey with them, and I still believe we can win this league. Fact.
League title, because we haven't won it for quite some time, so it'll put us back on our perch.
It's got to be the league. Yeah.
Any reason for that?
Just because we've waited so long for it. it's the only one that we've not won in my lifetime. So that's what I think every supporter, if you ask everybody, though, 9 times out of 10, everyone will say they want the league title.
The league, definitely the league.
I choose the Champions League because you got to beat the best to be the best.
League. I haven't won it for a long time. We'll win the European Cup next year if we don't win it this year.
Definitely the league. Because they've won the, well, I suppose years ago they won the European Cup years ago. I think the league is just after 29 years. The league is what? Yeah, definitely the league.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, because just everyone always says that Liverpool never won the Premier League, so it's about time that they win it.
Definitely the Premier League. It's just it's quite a long season. It's 38 games. It's just a big achievement for the club to win. Like the best team in England, pretty much, aren't you? You know what I mean?
Well, for me, I think we should try and win all competitions because we are Liverpool. We're not like just in it for one competition, so it's hard for me to say which one or the other. Obviously, maybe a lot of people say, "Oh, we haven't won the league for many years, so maybe they want to win that one." But for me, I'd still rather win them both. Still play. Don't play no weekend teams in any competition. Play for everything. Yeah. That's me personally. Yeah.
How long have you been watching football?
50 years.
Show you first.
Right.
Yeah. So someone argues that he should be punished and he should be suspended for this foul. So do you agree with it?
No.
No.
That's not a dangerous foul. The player's not injured.
Yeah.
It's just a tackle.
How long have you been watching football?
About 15 years now, I'd say. I don't know, I'd say it's soft enough. Might have been a bit of contact, but no need for that big of a reaction. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't have even said it was a red card really, like, kind of just, I don't know, he went in for the ball at the start and, no, he might have caught him a bit, but it wasn't intentional, I don't think.
All my life.
Yeah.
Say that.
Yeah. Do you agree with it? Like,
what, for that challenge?
Yeah.
There's a booking, but nothing more. Just get on with it. Do you know what I mean? Get up and get on with it.
It's too much, really, isn't it? There's a lot of that in the game now. You can't sort of touch anybody anymore, so and I think players make a meal of it as well, so that doesn't help. But I think that was just probably a yellow card, and that's it.
Yeah. No. It's not a foul for me. That should not be a foul, in my opinion. And therefore, no punishment. It's not a foul, no punishment.
yes. And someone argues that he should be suspended and he should be punished for this foul. So do you agree with it?
Not really, no, because the referee's got a decision to make, so it's up to the referee and he's not really.
He stomped on his foot, yeah.
Yeah, right. Someone argues that he should be punished and he should be suspended for the next matches for this foul. So do you agree with it?
Let me see it again.
Yeah, sure.
I think only Son knows if he's done that intentionally. So, yeah, he should have some form of a punishment, I guess. So yeah, a match ban maybe, but he knows what he's doing. If you play, then you know what's going on there. So.
How long have you been watching football?
A few years.
Few years.
This video.
No.
No.
I just thought the player dived instead of like standing up properly.
Oh, no.
No. It's a foul, but should be
Not suspended for the next match. No.
This foul.
A worse foul.
No.
coming together. I don't think it was a foul.
No,
He's
simulation.
Yeah, the Tottenham. Typical Tottenham. Dirty players, dirty club, dirty fans. No, they belong in the Europa League. So.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. He's a Tottenham player. He should be banned for life. I hate Tottenham.
I love Son, so I can't really be objective. So. No, I love Son, so he has to play. He shouldn't be banned.
It isn't that
But he belongs in the Europa League with his club.
To neither of them, them both.
Well, they're just useless. I don't think Moores was given the chance.
Oh, Sancho.
I think he would be good for United.
God, Depay, I reckon. Yeah, he's younger, he's got more in him. And that's about it, really.
Depay, because Di Maria didn't do as well as Depay, but Depay did do just as good, to be honest.
To be honest, I don't regret selling Di Maria, but I do think Memphis Depay has, I think leaving Manchester United was definitely a good move for him, and he has progressed very well, and we have the option to buy back, so maybe, who knows, he might come back, who knows.
Di Maria. Yeah, I did like him. Yeah, he didn't really perform well for us, and you know, he said some nasty things when he left, but he was a class player. I'd give it to Di Maria. Neither. Not Di Maria. He didn't really do it here. And neither did Depay, but at least he tried. So yeah, probably Depay. None of them. Definitely not. Yeah, I've no chance. Both useless for United.
If you have to choose one of them, then who would you choose?
No, definitely not.
Okay. To neither of them, them both. Well, more Di Maria than Depay, so maybe Depay.
I think attitude-wise, yeah, Depay would have been a better number 7. He's actually, blossomed into a really good player for the Netherlands.
I'll go for Depay. At least we got 2 seasons out of him as opposed to Di Maria just 1. He's a bit of a snake, I think, Di Maria. I wouldn't give it him back.
Depay was probably the logical choice. I think if he'd have stuck around, would have probably played. Di Maria was always going to be short term and gone. What do you reckon?
Di Maria.
But Di Maria was class.
Because he's proven more in his class, but he wasn't exactly class of us, but he's class enough.
Yeah.
Out of them two, Depay didn't have enough time. Di Maria didn't want to play for Man United. I'd give Depay.
Definitely Van Gaal. I think maybe Van Gaal wasn't given as much time as what he would have needed to develop the team. And he had a reputation of developing young players, seen with Rashford and the like. So
yeah, I would also go with Van Gaal. Yeah, he just had more experience, and once Fergie left, a manager needed time just to settle in. So yeah, Louis Van Gaal over Moyes. Yeah.
Probably Moyes. I think Moyes, thinking about it now, wasn't given enough time.
Yeah.
But because he came in straight after Sir Alex, and there was big expectations, and I don't think he was quite ready for it. And I think he made the big mistake of bringing in his own coaching instead of keeping the coaching that was here the previous season. So
I think if anybody deserves another chance, maybe he does.
No, definitely not.
Okay. Neither. They're both absolutely fucking useless. Well, they're just useless. Their record speaks for themselves. It was just their philosophy. That's all you ever heard from Luis van Gaal. Philosophy. It was terrible. And to say, oh yeah, we beat Crystal Palace in the FA Cup final, but come on, we're Manchester United Football Club, the biggest football club in the world. And to take credit for beating Crystal Palace in the FA Cup final, to me, it's not good enough. The fans want great style of football, and if you're not going to provide it, then you're not welcome at the club.
Oh, Moyes, definitely.
Moyes,
yeah, he's obviously a lot better than Van Gaal.
Yeah.
I don't think Moyes was given the chance. You know, his record was as good as anyone else's since Fergie left, so I'd have kept him. You know, I'd have given him a chance.
David Moyes.
Any reason?
I don't think we gave him long enough, really, and yeah.
Oh, Van Gaal. He just has the personality, I think, fit for United. He's a bit crazy, but he's got the right arrogance needed for the job, I think. David Moyes is a bit too bland, I think.
Van Gaal.
Van Gaal.
I'd have kept him. Van Gaal. Just not a fan of David Moyes.
Oh, yeah?
So obviously, one's better than one bad will always be better than another bad, I guess.
I think Van Gaal with one more year might have got the best out of Blind, Depay, the players he brought in. He had a plan.
Yeah.
It was going to take 3 or 4 years, which is that's how it is.
To get better results anyway.
Van Gaal.
Van Gaal, yeah.
All day, Van Gaal, easy one. Van Gaal got more pedigree. He's more class manager. Always been Barcelona, Holland, Bayern Munich, David Moyes, Everton, Preston. You decide.
Sancho.
You really?
Yeah. And just like the excitement more than Madison. Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good young player. Good English player.
Sancho.
Ooh.
Of course I would say both. Being greedy. I think we need the midfield area strengthening, so I'd probably say, well, I'm a big fan of Sancho, I'd probably say Madison at this moment. At this moment.
Madison, definitely. I think he would be good for United.
Yeah. Definitely Jadon Sancho. 100%. Any reason?
Yeah.
Obviously, despite of Man City, obviously they let him go, and maybe we could bring him back. And I think he offers a lot more.
Yeah.
And I think he's what Man United need. With the number 7 shirt available, I think he'd fit it very well.
Definitely Sancho. Yeah. Exciting player. I think he'll bring a huge amount of talent to our right side, which is definitely needed. Yeah. And very young, so he can be in our team for the next 10, 12 years. So definitely Sancho. Yeah. Right.
Madison, I think his growth is a bit slower than Jadon Sancho. So.
Oh, Sancho. He's taken the Bundesliga by storm, so snap him up as soon as possible.
이 소리에 가슴이 뛰는 MLB 팬들이여. 롯데카드 라이킥과 MLB
They start not good, and when Solskjaer was coming, it was really good the first matches, and the 8 last has been not so good. So if they win the 3 last, so maybe
this season's been a very difficult season.
Lots of decisions to make. We've been discussing it coming over, that close season, they've got to clear some people out and get some new people in. We need to get this club sorted and get back to where we used to be. And it's not arrogant, but where we need to be and where we should be.
Yeah, I totally agree with what he's just said, and we've also got to start coming through the academy than spending millions of pounds trying to get back to where we are, and it's just not good enough. We've been going a long time, and we need the youngsters coming through rather than paying a lot of money, and we're just getting nowhere with it. So, but we still keep coming because we still believe, and we will be back.
Not good.
No,
Not good at all.
disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah. Not much better than disappointing.
Well, you've got two distinct phases, haven't you? You've got one with Mourinho, which most people turning up weren't happy with the way we played, and that's been completely turned around by Ollie for, what, a couple of months? Now we're in a bit of a cleft stick. It'd be interesting in the last three. If we were to win today, then you've got a different story on your hands. It might not come right again. Who knows? What do you reckon, mate?
Well, I think if we finished in fourth, it would be success, considering where we were when Mourinho left. And that's all we've got to look forward to. Hopefully get into the Champions League next year and kick on.
Average, a very average season. Well, I'd say below average. For United standards, very, very poor. But we've been very poor, but we've still got a chance for the top four. If we win today, we could go to the top four. So, is that a failure? United standards, yeah. We should be challenging where City are now.
Poor.
Yeah, it's exactly the same as poor. They should do better, really, but the teams above them are in the same position that they're very poor as well. So
I don't understand why Ollie's not playing Juan Mata, because his passes are amazing, his free kicks are amazing, but doesn't seem in favour.
In the start, maybe the year was good, but Rashford has... Yeah, maybe Rashford.
Yeah, the best player this season.
That's a good one. That is a very good one.
Well, that is a difficult question, because people will say De Gea. Personally, I don't think so. Too many saves with his feet, like again the other night against Sane. Should have saved that. Should have gone down to save that with his hands. It's just I don't think we've had an outstanding player this season. That's why we're struggling like we're struggling.
Yeah, I totally agree on what he's saying. If you had to push me a little bit, I would probably say out of the bad one, probably be Luke Shaw. Yeah, but
you see, also you've got such as today again we've discussed it coming over. We've come over from Sheffield. You've got a situation where you've got speed and players of speed. You also need players that have got a football brain like we have. And at the minute we've probably got Juan Mata who doesn't get a game and he's got a football brain but he's not playing.
Yeah. Crikey, now you've done that. That's a odd
It's not
one.
performance-wise, no one, but stats-wise, you'd have to go Pogba, really. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you'd probably go with that, but if I had to go, it would be Rashford, I think. Yeah.
I've got a soft spot for Pogba, but he doesn't do it week in, week out. That's the trouble. What do you reckon?
That's a difficult one, that.
It is, isn't it?
There's been so many different players who've had good periods of play, but nobody who's been good right the way through.
Not even Dave anymore.
No, we can't even lay our claim to David. I really couldn't answer that. Possibly Victor. Victor Lindelof has not really put a foot wrong all season.
Yeah.
He's been the most solid performer in the defence, which is an area that we need to strengthen badly. So probably Victor.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Go on. I'll go with Victor.
Good question. Very good question. Now you put me on the spot. Personally, I don't really know. They've all been poor. Even De Gea's been poor. I would give it down to Rashford or Lingard, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Best player this season? I'd say Young. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't quite agree on that one because he has played a lot better than some of them, and some of them being rubbish. Yeah.
There we go. Between Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Yes.
Worst player?
Where do you want to start?
Yeah. Okay.
Sanchez.
Worst player.
Yeah, he's the top. Yeah, yeah.
And sorry, Ashley.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just not happening.
Martial, and then we'll say Fred. Yeah,
Yeah.
not even.
Not Fred the Red?
No.
No, just Fred. Yeah. 54 million quid wasted.
Yeah,
Sorry,
just
Fred,
wait,
I
yeah.
apologise, but it's just not happening
I mean,
for him.
we've got a great young lad in the reserves called Mason Greenwood. Now he's a player for the future, and next season, in certain matches, we've got to bring one or two of these new players in, these youngsters, to give them half a chance. Yeah, buying players at 100 million and all this is not, it's not there.
Recently, De Gea.
It's a toss-up between Young and Jones. They got to go. They got to go.
How long have you got?
The whole entire season.
Well, in terms of...
You know who I'm going to say. How on earth Chris Smalling got a new contract, I'll never know in my life.
We're not too sure about Jones getting a new contract either, unless he's got contacts that we don't know about.
So,
yes.
Defence.
Yeah, defenders that just haven't.
Although on the idea of the best player, Luke Shaw again also hasn't put a foot wrong all season. He's been a good, consistent performer. He just gets too many yellow cards.
Yeah, and then spends time away from us. Yeah.
Oh, the worst player's got to be Lukaku. Lukaku. No, he's got to be. He's been very poor. Lukaku, Pogba, Martial. The back four have all got to go.
De Gea.
I would say Fred.
Or Rashford.
Yeah. Fred gives the ball away too much. At the end of the day, I think De Gea's head's been changed, been turned because obviously he wants to go and play back in Spain sort of thing. At the end of the day, I think he might go in the summer. He's going to go or get him signed a new contract, but you never know. It's football, isn't it?
Do you remember the best goal of this season? How about the best match of this season?
We're challenging for the championship.
It's changed quite a lot of the team.
Always. Liverpool won.
Handsome players.
I'd say Casamigos the best one.
My wife, her favourite is Toby Alderweireld.
You guys just a bit like rough and ready. My crush was actually Son. This is just so lovely and cute.
There's any more handsome men in the Premier League, is there?
I'd agree. I love them all. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got Gazaniga and Winks in your team, of course, there's no competition. I don't think there's any more handsome men in the Premier League, is there?
I mean, we've had some dodgy-looking blokes in the past. You know, people that look like me. You know, bald and ginger hair. So we've got some good-looking ones now, and if it can, I'm going to sound very corporate now, but if it can increase our global appeal, then I'm all for it.
Especially with the ladies.
Definitely agree, yep. They're also young and lovely and fit. Definitely agree, yep. They're also young and lovely and fit, and we love them all.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Son is very handsome. I love him.
I think Son's the most handsomest.
Of course.
How do you think?
Yeah, I think he's cute.
I think Jan is good looking. And I like Dyer.
I was going to say, you've got to say
I like Dyer. Okay.
English. Dyer and Winks are English.
Yeah.
So you've got to support homeboys.
Yeah. And Dyer's just a bit like rough and ready. He's like a gentleman.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go with Dele Alli on my shirt. Yeah, love Dele. Gazaniga, our goalkeeper, and definitely Lloris. I just think they're just good-looking players. And it's not even that they're good-looking, I think it's just their personalities about them as well. And the fact they're really good footballers too. So yeah.
Danny Rose, top choice because he's just so lovely and cute. Secondly, Son, because who doesn't love him? And thirdly, Dele Alli, definitely.
And maybe Son is first, yeah. Yeah. Then it's Christian Eriksen, and then maybe Harry Winks, yeah.
Son. Definitely.
Well, you can say
I don't know any others.
Dele Alli. Kane.
Handsome players.
Handsome players.
Some would be top.
Yeah, then like
Harry Winks.
Second.
Yeah, and then maybe Dele Alli?
Yeah.
Dele Alli first, yeah?
Well, obviously, like, I think when they're really good players and you see the way their, like, physicality, it makes them look very, like, good looking. And I think with Son as well, he comes across so humble and he's just so cute. He's so cute. My first is actually Son. A reason? I don't know. I just really like it. And I like how he is with the fans, like how he interacts with the fans and stuff. Second, Alderweireld.
yeah.
Third, I don't know. I'll go Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Yeah.
How about you? I mean, Poch, the manager. Poch. Nice choice.
That would be Son first. Second would be Kane. Third would be Dele Alli. He's just so cute. He's tall. I like tall guys.
How about Kane?
Kane is, his eyes is lovely, lovely. And Dele has just a nice smile. I don't know, there's something about him, just really cheeky, I don't know, it's cute. That is a question. I don't know. Harry Winks.
Harry Winks the first?
I don't know, who else?
I'd say Casaniga's the best looking.
Yeah.
Winks is a good looking lad. And we have to say Son, don't we?
Yeah. Dele Alli, because of that. I can't do that.
Dele Alli.
Harry Kane, because he looks like him.
Oh yeah.
And then Son.
I've never been asked that question.
It's not your preference,
I've never
is
really
it?
thought about that. I'd agree with that. Gazaniga's my type, I would say. I think. And then Winks. And then probably Hugo. I think Hugo's my type, yeah.
My wife, her favourite is Toby Alderweireld. Then I think she likes Harry Kane second. I'll have to double check with her. And then I think Gazaniga. Third, yeah. But she got, yeah.
We just went on holiday to South Korea in June, and everywhere we saw Son Heung-min, we were like, yeah, on ice cream, on the side of the metro. It was really good. Yeah.
KT
강기영, 너 강기영이지? 네 인생을 바꿀 보내야. 어이 친구, 복권 안 샀어? 잘 받아줘. 종목 국대야. 네 인생인데.
Well, we've been pretty good, haven't we?
Having had no new players for 18 months.
Yeah, and I'd agree with that and say we should have done better. Really should.
Sonny, Sissoko.
It's got to be Sissoko.
He's given that one game he's scoring us all the goals. So.
Worst player. Trippier has been disappointing compared with last year and the year before.
Shouldn't be unfair to say.
I like Sonny's goal in Champions League. The volley crossed over to him, hit it first time to back of net. That was decent.
Yeah, I can't think of anything better.
That would have probably been Sonny's. I can't remember who we were playing. You might know better than me. But he cut inside and beat about 4 players and slotted it into the corner of the goal. I can't remember who it was against, but it was a fantastic goal.
It's against Chelsea?
I think it was Chelsea, yeah, you're right, yeah. Yeah, it was Chelsea, yeah. I said you'd know better than me.
Oh, now you're talking. That Raheem Sterling one that got ruled offside.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that. Great goal.
I don't know. Actually, the Son goal against Chelsea was pretty special, wasn't it? I was right behind that. I was right behind that when he just absolutely put Jorginho on toast and then just slid it over and slid it in.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll back that up. Yeah, definitely. Great goal.
Ooh, I don't know. As bad as it is, could it be Llorente's or could it be Sterling's that didn't count? I don't know.
I forget, Son scored a cracking goal against somebody, and I forget who it is. I'm old now, so I can't remember who they were playing, but there have been some very good goals. I mean, we have scored a reasonable number of goals.
It depends what you mean by best, and I think the best goal we've scored this season is Llorente's off its hip at Manchester City in the Champions League quarter-final.
Oh, the best goal's got to go to Jan Vertonghen in the Champions League. Because I love Jan Vertonghen's celebration when he goes like that, when he does Super Jan. And I just get really gassed about it. So that's probably my favourite goal of the season.
Son against Chelsea, when he went round, he paced him.
He ran everyone out.
He not make David Luiz, he got paced. Yeah, slotted it under the net. I was right behind the goal as well. Come on, boys.
It's got to be the Man City away game. 4-3. The game had its ups and downs with the VAR. I mean, it was a hell of an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Really. It was a good game.
I wasn't a fan of VAR, but I am now.
Yeah.
The rectangle in the air. Given offside. The goal's ruled out.
Best match of this season would have probably been Dortmund in the Champions League, yeah, at Wembley. That was excellent. There's been some brilliant games there this season, really good games. Manchester United was another good one. Man City stands out, yeah, lots of games, yeah.
Oh, it's got to be the City game.
Yeah, 100%.
Both of them.
City, yeah, absolutely. Well, being here for the City game, obviously seeing it with your own eyes was amazing, but then the away one was just different class. It's got to be one of the greatest games ever, isn't it?
I think Manchester City here in the Champions League. I think because it was here, because the atmosphere was really brilliant, and we beat Manchester City, which not that many people thought we would.
Yeah, it's the most exciting game, probably here because we kept a clean sheet. But we've struggled sometimes against teams that are near the bottom of the table who play very defensively, whereas Liverpool and Manchester City are much better at opening their defences up. But we've won 23 games this season, so we can't complain too much.
1-0. 1-0. Wow. actually, and we were there. And the whole game had been back and forth, and then Son, finally, was it, quite late, he scored his goal and everyone in the crowd was going mental. It was our first Champions League win at the new stadium, so everyone was just going mental, and all the fans were great that game, so that's probably the most memorable one, this game.
Well, again, to be in the top four, unless, it's very, very difficult to try and compete with the likes of Manchester City. They've got an endless budget, we haven't, so if we can keep in the top four and get in the Champions League, then we